Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in North Carolina, and today is just a fun day of birding. So come along and enjoy this adventure. Well, I just came back from my niece's wedding in Seattle, Washington, and on the way back I get a text from her saying somebody at the wedding had COVID. So when I got home I tested myself and it turns out I have COVID. So I'm out here in one of the most secluded places I know to try and photograph some birds. Today is just a laid back kind of, I want to be away from people. I have been actually sick at home for the last 3 days and I'm going stir crazy. And I just want to be in an area where I can just stand out in the sun, not worried about exposing anybody else to COVID, and just being able to relax and photograph some birds. So that's my goal today, is just to relax and maybe photograph some birds. Well, I'm out in this open grassland area or prairie area here, so I expect to see some prairie birds out here. The normal suspects, you know, a meadowlark, grasshopper sparrows, blue grosbeaks, indigo buntings. I would love to see a dickcissel. I don't think I've seen a dickcissel in North Carolina. I would really love to see something like that. You know, the other birds, swallows, other birds like that I could see. I might see a predatory bird like a Cooper's hawk or sharp-shin or even a kestrel out here. So the opportunities to see lots of birds are here. I'm going to stay on this road here. I shouldn't say I'm not sick, but I'm not 100% either, so I want to kind of keep it easy. I'm not going to get that far away from the car between moving all this equipment here. But my goal is just to basically walk along here. There are fence lines here, and what happens is the birds feed on the seeds, they defecate, and their seeds come out of them, and they grow up around these fence posts and stuff like that. This all adds great places for birds to be, so I'm expecting a lot today. So I'm just going to keep moving around here and see what I can photograph. When I first got into photography, I found grasslands, fields very frustrating because I didn't know where to look for the birds. I started looking everywhere. And what ended up happening is I wasn't seeing the birds because I was trying to look at too much area. And what I have found is that the grass is almost like one structure. And animals like birds try to find something a little bit higher than the grass so they could survey the field, look for predators, protect their territory. So things like fence posts, bushes that are in the field, anything that's a little bit higher than the grass is a good thing for you to look for, because generally speaking you're not going to see birds in the grass because it's just too much. The reason why they're here is this is excellent cover for them. And you're generally not going to see birds actually in the grass unless you see them land in there and you're in a unique situation. So when I'm walking around these fields, I'm looking at the fence posts, I'm looking for twigs that may be standing a little bit higher than the grass, I'm looking for branches or even cattle troughs or anything like that where the birds can stand on top of it and survey their territory. First bird of the day, the indigo bunting. This guy, I was just standing here and he flew into the branch in front of me and I was able to get these photographs here. This is really cool. I know that indigo buntings like to be in these bushy areas along fields, but I really did not expect to see one today. And being able to photograph one's kind of cool. So here are the images. I just photographed the grasshopper sparrow. The grasshopper sparrow is an incredibly important bird species for grasslands like this. They are 80% of their nest their first nest is affected by parasitic birds like brown-headed cowbirds. Brown-headed cowbirds are very dependent on grasshopper sparrows raising their young. Second of all, they're a very key food source for Cooper hawks, sharp-shinned hawks, and for kestrels. They also prey on grasshoppers, and they eat a lot of grasshoppers to feed their young. These birds can have as many as 4 nests a year, and they're a very key indicator of the health of our prairies in the United States. They're a very important migratory bird, especially here in North Carolina in the summertime. And usually when I see one, I'm 20 or 30 yards away from them. It's very difficult to photograph them because you get this tiny little bird, and unless it's like 15, 20 feet away from me, you're not going to get a really good picture of it. And this bird literally flew up on a fence post that was just literally 10 feet away from me and just sat there for about 45 seconds. I was very lucky to get some images of it. I'm very, very excited. And if these pictures are any good, here they are. Well, I have to tell you, this COVID is I'm not fully recovered from it because I am physically wiped out right now. But I want to thank you for watching. I really had a good time out here. That grasshopper sparrow was cherry on top of the cake. It was just an incredible time seeing that bird. So I want to thank you for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel because that really helps us in the YouTube world. Become a Patreon supporter. Your support allows us to keep doing this. My name is Leahy. I want to thank you for watching.